Cole stepped carefully through the tall grass, holding his scanner close. The ruins of the alien biolab stood silent ahead, covered in thick vines and moss. The metal walls were rusted, and strange symbols glowed faintly near the doors. His ship had landed nearby, and now he was alone on this jungle-covered planet, sent by the Earth Science Corps to recover data from a long-abandoned facility. It was supposed to be simple. Go in, find the core drive, and return. No life signs had been detected. No danger. Just old tech and empty rooms. He opened the main gate with a quiet hum. Inside, the air was damp and heavy. The halls were wide, with curving walls that reflected faint blue lights. Cole's boots echoed as he moved deeper, scanning the area. Everything looked abandoned, but something felt off. His scanner buzzed. Strange. Radiation spike, he whispered to himself. The deeper he went, the more the shadows seemed to move. At one point he turned sharply, sure someone or something had just been behind him. But no one was there. He found the central console room, cracked open the panel, and began downloading the core files. As the progress bar loaded slowly, he looked around. The floor was covered in dust, but then he noticed it. Footprints, not his. They were large, clawed, and fresh. He stood quickly and backed away from the console. A low growl echoed through the room. Cole froze. The hairs on his neck stood up. Slowly, he turned toward the dark hallway behind him. Then something huge dropped from the ceiling. Before he could scream, he was slammed against the wall by a massive figure. A thick arm held him in place. Razor-sharp claws pinned him just inches from his throat. His breath stopped as he looked into her face. It was an alien Beastwoman, tall, strong, and fierce. Her skin was dark bronze marked with patterns like tribal armor. Her eyes were sharp, golden, and glowing slightly in the dark. Her hair was wild and thick, tied back in cords. But it was her claws that drew his full attention, long, curved, and shining with a strange light. "Don't move," she growled in a deep voice, her face inches from his. Her breath was warm against his skin. Her eyes scanned him like a predator judging prey. Cole's heart pounded. "Wait, please. I'm just here for data. I'm not a soldier." "I know," she said coldly. "That's why you're still breathing." He blinked. "Then, what do you want?" She narrowed her eyes. "You're infected." "Infected?" She sniffed the air around his shoulder and chest. Then she moved her claws slightly and pointed to the side of his neck. "There. A spore is inside you. I can smell it. I can see it." "You walked through the lower corridor, didn't you?" Cole nodded slowly. Yes. Just before I got here." "Then it got in through your skin. The parasite waits quietly, then it grows fast. Soon it will take control of your nervous system." Cole felt a chill run down his spine. "You're saying I'm, what, a host?" She nodded. "A walking shell, but not yet. There's still time." Her claws moved again. "I can remove it, but if you run or fight, it will activate. You'll lose control, and I'll be forced to destroy you." Cole stared at her, trembling. "Why would you help me?" The Beastwoman looked away for a moment, then back. "Because once someone helped me, I won't let that gift die with me." There was silence between them. The alien's claws still held him against the wall, firm but not cutting. Cole looked into her eyes again. They were fierce, but not cruel. She wasn't a monster. She was something else, something ancient and proud. "Okay," he said finally. "I believe you." Her grip loosened slightly. "Then don't move. I need to prepare. The extraction will be painful." He took a deep breath. "What's your name?" She paused. "Krava." "I'm Cole." Another pause. Then softly she said, "Don't die, Cole." Then she pressed her hand against the side of his neck again. This time her claws began to glow brighter, like surgical blades warming up. She leaned closer. her golden eyes locked on the tiny spot the parasite had entered. As the humming of her claws rose, Cole knew one thing for sure. This mission was no longer about data. It was about survival, and the one creature who could save him had claws sharp enough to end him instead. The soft hum of Krava's claws filled the dim room. Cole's breath came in short gasps. His skin tingled where the light blue blades hovered just above him. The alien Beastwoman's eyes never left the small, swollen spot on his neck. She moved, with calm purpose, the predator's grace in every step. "Stay still," Krava said firmly, her voice low but steady. "If you move now, the parasite will sense it. It will fight harder." Cole nodded, swallowing the lump in his throat. He wanted to trust her, but the fear clawed at his mind. A creature inside his body, waiting to take control? It was hard to imagine. Krava crouched lower, her sharp claws now glowing brighter. Like cold fire. "This parasite is not from your world. It is designed to infect and control other beings. When it takes hold, it turns its host into a weapon. You cannot fight it alone." "How did it get here?" Cole asked quietly, eyes fixed on the glowing claws. Krava's golden eyes flickered. "This lab was a place for experiments. Many creatures were brought here from far planets. Some were meant to be weapons. Some were made for healing. But this parasite..." She shivered slightly. It was a mistake. She pressed a claw lightly against Cole's skin. It was cold but smooth, like a surgeon's scalpel. "I am part of a group called the Guardians. We were created to protect this place and its secrets. When the parasite spread, many of my kind were lost. I am one of the few left." Cole's heart raced. "Then why are you helping me? Aren't you supposed to destroy invaders?" Krava's gaze softened for a moment. "I was once a soldier, yes. But I chose to protect life, not take it. The leaders punished me for that. They left me here to die." She looked away briefly, then back at him. "You remind me of what I lost. Hope, strength, the will to survive." Cole felt a strange warmth despite the cold fear inside him. "I don't want to die to some parasite I can't see. Help me." Krava nodded. "Good. The parasite is deep, inside your nervous system. It controls signals between your brain and body. Removing it will be painful and dangerous. But I have tools built into my claws." She flexed her long fingers, claws glinting under the faint light. "I will cut the parasite out slowly. You may feel sharp pain and strange sensations. If you stay calm, it will be easier." Cole swallowed hard and gripped the wall for support. "How long will it take?" "Not long. Minutes at most. But every second counts." Krava's claws hovered near the infected spot. Suddenly, Cole felt a sharp sting as the first cut broke through his skin. He gasped, but forced himself not to pull away. "Good," Krava whispered. "You're strong." As she worked, a strange feeling washed over Cole. Images flickered behind his eyes. Memories that were not his, feelings of anger and hunger. The parasite fought back, trying to confuse him. Cole clenched his fists and focused on the steady rhythm of Krava's movements. "Your mind is strong," Krava said quietly. "The parasite cannot control you yet." The claws sliced deeper, cutting thin lines into his flesh. Blood welled up but was quickly healed by the alien technology in her hands. Cole watched her face. Despite her fierce appearance, her touch was careful, precise. Minutes passed like hours. The parasite's resistance grew. Cole's body twitched involuntarily as the parasite tried to seize control. His breathing grew shallow. Krava hissed softly. "It's trying to escape through your spine. I need to go deeper." She steadied, him with one arm, the other moving with practiced skill. The glowing claws traced a path along his back, avoiding nerves and major blood vessels. The pain was sharp but bearable. Suddenly, Cole felt a surge of cold terror. A wave of darkness threatened to pull him under. His mind screamed to stop, to give in, but he held on. Krava pressed her forehead against his, closing her eyes. "Hold on," she whispered in her native tongue. A strange warmth spread from her forehead to his. His panic lessened, replaced by calm. "What are you doing?" Cole gasped. "A mental link," she explained. "It helps your mind fight the parasite." Cole's head spun. Images of her homeworld flashed. Vast forests, shining cities, and battles long past. He felt her pain, her strength. The mental bond was strange but comforting. The parasite's last stand came suddenly. His muscles locked, and he screamed in pain. The parasite tried to send a final command to his body. Krava dug her claws deeper, her grip fierce. "Fight it!" she growled. Cole summoned every ounce of willpower. With a final push, he helped her angle the claws and slice the parasite free. The creature fell from his body, writhing and weak. Krava crushed it beneath her claw, ending the threat. Cole collapsed, exhausted but alive. Krava lowered him gently to the floor. "You survived," she said softly. "Most do not." Cole looked up at her, gratitude shining in his eyes. "Thank you've been for saving me." Krava smiled faintly, a glimpse of warmth in her fierce features. "We both survived today, human. This bond, it will change everything." Cole lay on the cold metal floor, his body weak but his mind alert. The pain from the parasite's removal was fading slowly, replaced by a strange numbness spreading through his limbs. Above him, Krava watched carefully, her golden eyes sharp and alert. She had not let her guard down once during the extraction. "This place," Cole began, struggling to sit up. "It's more than just an old lab, isn't it?" Krava's expression darkened. She shifted her weight and sat beside him. "Yes. This was once a center for powerful experiments. Many lives were changed here. Some for good, others for worse. I was created to guard those secrets and protect the innocent." She looked at Cole with something like regret. "But many years ago, a rebellion tore through these halls. The leaders lost control and chaos spread. The parasite you had was a weapon created during that war. It was meant to turn enemies into allies, by force." Cole frowned. "So, it's a weapon that takes over minds?" Krava nodded slowly. "A cruel one. It twists its host's will and uses their body to spread itself. That is why I must remove it before it controls you." Cole looked at his hands, flexing his fingers. "I don't remember feeling it enter me. How long was it inside?" "A few hours at most," Krava answered. "But that is enough to start the infection. The parasite grows fast. You are lucky I found you when I did." Cole swallowed hard. "Why did you pin me against the wall? I thought you were going to hurt me." Krava smiled faintly. "I had to hold you still. The parasite reacts to fear and sudden movements. If you had struggled, it might have taken control faster." Cole nodded, understanding the logic. "And your claws?" "They were like blades." "They are part of my body," Krava said proudly. "Engineered for precision and strength. I use them not only to fight, but to heal. I carry biotech that can seal wounds quickly." Cole felt a flicker of admiration. "That's incredible." Krava's eyes softened. "Not many humans know what we are capable of. You all have great strength too, more than you realize." Cole smiled weakly. "I'm still alive because of you." Krava looked away for a moment, then back. "There is more to this mission now. The lab's AI is damaged but still active. It detected your presence and is preparing to erase all data and anything else it finds." "What does that mean?" Cole asked, fear creeping into his voice. "It means the facility will self-destruct soon. We have little time to leave," Krava said sharply. She stood and offered her hand to him. Cole took it, feeling her strength as she helped him to his feet. The corridors were dark and silent, but Cole could hear the faint whir of machines powering down. He noticed strange plants growing from the walls, glowing softly in the dim light. "Why haven't you left this place before?" Cole asked. Krava hesitated. "Because I was trapped here, guarding, waiting." "Waiting for what?" "For someone like you," she said quietly. "Someone who can help me escape." Cole frowned. "Why me?" "Because humans are different," she said firmly. You fight not just to survive, but to protect. You have a will stronger than many warriors I have known. Cole felt a mix of pride and confusion. I'm just a technician. How can I help you? Krava's claws flexed thoughtfully. I don't know yet, but we will find a way. Suddenly, an alarm blared through the halls. Red lights flashed as the AI initiated the self-destruct sequence. We must hurry, Krava said, grabbing his arm. They ran through winding corridors, dodging falling debris and bursts of smoke. Cole's breath came fast, but Krava's powerful legs carried her swiftly. He struggled to keep up. As they neared the exit, the ground shook violently. The ceiling cracked, sending large chunks of metal crashing down. Krava pushed Cole to safety just in time. Outside, the jungle was dense and humid. The lab behind them was breaking apart, collapsing into rubble. Cole looked at Krava, his chest rising and falling rapidly. That was too close. Krava smiled, sharp teeth showing briefly. You survived. You are stronger than I thought. Cole laughed, a sound of relief. Thanks to you. They stood quietly for a moment, the ruins behind them still trembling. Cole realized something important. This was no longer a simple mission. It was the beginning of a journey neither of them could have expected. The jungle was thick and alive with sounds, chirping insects, distant bird calls, and the rustle of leaves in the warm wind. Cole and Krava moved carefully through the undergrowth, the ruins of the lab already disappearing behind them like a bad memory. Cole's body still ached from the parasite removal. His skin was tender where the cuts had been made, but his mind was sharp. The experience had changed something inside him. Krava walked silently beside him, her eyes scanning the dense forest. Though fierce in battle, now she seemed almost thoughtful. She broke the quiet first. You fought well, she said softly. The parasite tried to control your body, but you resisted. Few could do that. Cole looked at her, surprised. I don't know why I fought so hard. Maybe it's because I wanted to live. Not just for me, but for those I care about. Krava nodded. Humans have a power that is not just physical. It is will. The strength to face pain and fear without breaking. Cole smiled. That sounds like what you showed me too. You risked everything to save me. Her golden eyes softened. I was lost once, but you gave me hope again. Suddenly, the ground trembled beneath their feet. Cole caught himself on a tree trunk as a loud roar echoed nearby. What was that? He asked, heart pounding. Krava's posture stiffened. A beast. The jungle is home to many creatures, some dangerous, some curious. They moved faster, deeper into the forest. Cole tried to focus but couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching them. As they climbed a small hill, Krava stopped and looked down into a valley below. Strange structures poked from the green. A hidden alien outpost, half covered by vines. This place is alive, Krava whispered. Even after all these years, Cole squinted. Do you think others survived here? Krava nodded slowly. Some might, but they would be cautious, like us. Suddenly, a shadow passed over them. Cole spun around just in time to see a large figure leap between the trees. It was another alien, but different from Krava. This one was smaller, quicker, with sharp eyes and smooth skin that shimmered under the sunlight. Stop, Krava commanded, stepping forward. The newcomer froze. Cole held his hands up. Wait, I'm human. I'm not here to fight. The smaller alien studied him closely. Then she looked at Krava and spoke in a language Cole didn't understand. Krava replied, nodding. The newcomer relaxed and smiled faintly. This is Lyra, Krava explained. She is a scout. She knows this jungle well. Lyra stepped forward and placed a hand on Cole's shoulder. You survived the parasite because your spirit is strong, but there are others who may not be so lucky. Cole's stomach tightened. What do you mean? Lyra's eyes darkened. There are forces still hunting those infected. They want to use the parasite to control more worlds. Your survival has made you a target. Krava growled softly. We Must move quickly if we want to stay free. The three of them began to move again, deeper into the jungle's heart. Cole's mind raced. He was no longer just a technician. He was part of something bigger. As they walked, Krava shared stories of the Guardians, beings created to protect life, not destroy it. She told of battles lost and friends lost to the Parasite's dark power. Cole listened, feeling respect grow for this alien warrior. Despite her fearsome claws and wild appearance, she carried a heavy burden, a duty to protect even when hope seemed gone. Hours passed. The sun dipped low, painting the sky in orange and pink. They reached a clearing where ancient ruins lay half buried in the earth. This is where the Guardians last stood, Krava said quietly. Their strength lives here, but so do their enemies. Cole felt a shiver run down his spine. He looked at the fading light and the shadows creeping around the ruins. We need shelter, Lyra said. And time to plan. Krava nodded. Tonight, we rest. Tomorrow, we fight back. Cole sat down on a fallen log, feeling the weight of the journey ahead. He thought about his home, his friends, and the life he might never return to. But one thing was clear. He was no longer alone. With the alien Beastwoman at his side, he was ready to face whatever dangers came next. The first light of dawn filtered through the dense jungle leaves. Cole woke to the quiet sounds of nature, feeling the cool air on his skin. The pain from the parasite's removal had mostly faded, replaced by a new energy. He sat up slowly, glancing around the small clearing where he and the alien warriors had rested. Krava was already awake, sharpening her claws on a stone. Her fierce golden eyes met his and a small, almost shy smile touched her lips. Good morning, Cole said, stretching his arms. Morning, human, Krava replied, her voice softer than before. You are healing fast. Cole nodded, feeling stronger than he had in days. Thanks to you. I owe you my life. Krava looked away briefly, then back. There is something I must tell you. Cole's heart quickened. What is it? She stood and walked toward the edge of the clearing, gazing into the jungle. Before this parasite, before the lab's fall, I was a soldier, a warrior for my people. But I chose to protect the innocent instead of following orders to destroy. She paused, then turned back to him. Because of that, I was locked away here, forgotten. I thought I would never leave. Cole listened carefully. But now you can. Yes, she said. Because you found me. Because you survived the parasite. And because I see something in you. A strength I have not seen in many. Cole felt a warmth spread through him. I'm just a simple man. But if I can help, I will. Krava nodded, stepping closer. The lab's AI is still active, though damaged. It will try to erase all traces of what happened here. We must leave, before it destroys everything. Suddenly Lyra appeared, returning from a scouting mission. We have no time, she said urgently. The AI's self-destruct sequence accelerates. Krava grabbed Cole's arm. Come. We move now. They hurried through the jungle, following a narrow path lit by the rising sun. Cole marveled at the alien plants and strange animals, feeling both awe and caution. After a long walk, they reached a clearing where an old ship lay hidden beneath leaves and vines. Its sleek design was unlike anything Cole had seen, a mix of alien technology and organic shapes. This ship belongs to the Guardians, Krava said softly. It is our last chance. Cole touched the ship's hull, feeling its smooth surface. Will it still fly? Krava smiled. With help, yes. Inside the ship, Cole quickly examined the controls. Despite the alien design, many systems were familiar. Using his technical skills, he began repairing damaged circuits and recharging power cores. Krava and Lyra stood watch, their claws ready. The jungle noises outside reminded them of the danger still near. After tense moments, the ship hummed to life. Lights blinked on the dashboard and engines warmed. Cole felt a rush of excitement mixed with relief. We're ready, he said. Krava nodded. Let's go home. The ship lifted off smoothly, rising above the trees and into the wide, blue sky. As they left the jungle behind, Cole looked at Krava and Lyra. "We survived," he said quietly. Krava's eyes gleamed. "Together?" Cole smiled, feeling hope for the first time since arriving on the planet. The bond between human and alien had grown stronger through pain and trust. In the vastness of space, new adventures awaited. But for now they were free, and that freedom was worth fighting for.